Jean Silva makes light work of Drew Dober as he ends the fight in round number 3 with a nasty cut over Drew Dober's eye. Perfectly valid stoppage. Going into round 3, I thought they should have let it go because the cut wasn't big enough, but it opened up and they stopped it, and I'm completely fine with that. I guess Dober couldn't capitalize on Jean Silva because he had that favela in him and not the hood side. But damn, Jean Silva pieced up on Drew Dober with all his punches on the feet. I'm talking hooks, uppercuts, even elbows. It's like he's been growing every single fight. Weston Wilson was the hooks, Charles Jourdain was the uppercuts, and what is it, against Dober it was the elbows. And dude, I mean, he capitalized on Dober's mistakes that he's been doing his entire career, which has been basically darting into random shit for most of his fights. I know he's gotten some knockouts, like against Terrence McKinney and Bobby Green and even Ricky Glenn, but the Ricky Glenn one doesn't really count because the dude was old as fuck. But, you know, in those fights, he keeps getting cracked because he runs into things with his like hands forward and elbows bent, and it like the punches just find their way through onto his chin, his beloved crimson chin. But I mean, Jean Silva did it perfectly, and he deserves, I think, a performance bonus too, along with the fight of the night check, because I mean, to do this on short notice, up a division, at altitude, in the guy's hometown, deserves a bunch of credit. But shit, dude, that was a nasty performance by Jean Silva. What can you say? I mean, Dober didn't have much for him. I predicted that he would shoot some takedowns, and he did. And Jean Silva impressed me with those takedowns, with his takedown defense, because Dober had in round 2 his arms fully locked around Jean Silva's hips, and he could have like dragged him back or like turned around to slam him, but he dug his hands right under Dober's chin and popped them up and broke the grip and circled back into the center of the cage to start, I guess, a new exchange and whatnot. But what a performance, dude! I'm still in awe. Dober, as I said, same kind of weakness he's been having his entire career. Just running into shit, and Jean Silva just proves that he's like one of the most powerful dudes, you know, in the lightweight division. I know that's crazy to say for a featherweight, but you know, we haven't seen Dober dropped that often. Only dropped against Frivola, who, you know, he's not the most skilled fighter, but he is very fucking powerful. Frivola is, and Jean Silva proved to have the same amount of power as Frivola to some extent. I know they were spinning elbows and some, you know, more diverse shots rather than just basic boxing to clip Dober and put him down, but still, the power on this dude is insane. And he was the first guy to KO Jourdain. Say what you want, but first guy to KO Jourdain, drop Dober. The dude's one of the most, you know, dangerous strikers in terms of power for, I guess, the unranked section of the lightweight and featherweight division. But shit, dude. Shit. Just cracking the guy. He even used the straights like Bobby Green did, but everything was there. Hooks, uppercuts, elbows, just landing in on Dober as he was coming in. Dober's boxing defense is his biggest weakness, but even his offense couldn't land on, Jean Silva. So, yeah, I mean, what's next for the guy? I would like him to go back down to featherweight. I know he missed weight last time, but, you know, I think you learned from that lesson, and the guy, you know, he's a sympathetic guy. He seems like he can learn from his mistakes, and hopefully he gets the cut, and, you know, maybe with, like, Dober's a big name at lightweight. He's in the top, I'd say, 20, 22 lightweights in the, I guess, rankings. So even with this big win at lightweight, I think he could get a crack at, you know, the rankings at featherweight. Maybe even a guy like Sean Woodson, I'd say, is nice. Or I know Joe Anderson Brito has a fight, so, you know, since he pulled out of that Ige fight, And now he's rescheduled with someone else. I think it's William Gomez or someone like that. Maybe he gets the winner. Or even, heck, Danny Gay in the Sphere. Come on. That sounds pretty fucking good. Danny Gay doesn't get, put out at all whatsoever. And Gene Silva's proving to be a big powerhouse. And I'd like to see that fight. But those are some options that I have in mind right now. Maybe I'll have a different choice by the time I make my official next matchups. But still, Gene Silva, absolutely impressive performance. One of the best performances we've seen from him. I mean, he's had really good performances. I gotta stop rambling on. The dude's good. Give him Danny Gay in the Sphere on the prelim headliner. Why not? And yeah, banger of a fight. Fight of the night, performance bonus, and fight of the night. Check. Those were my thoughts to the fight. And yeah, peace.